Hi, Rising Seniors, and welcome to LHS Guidance Department's 9th Annual Application Bootcamp. We're so happy to have you join us today, even if not in person, as in the past. Senior year is definitely a year of stress. You'll be deciding how you're going to move on after high school. And one of the best ways to deal with stress is to be prepared. That's how we hope to help you today. This will be a working meeting so that you can jumpstart your application process and begin your senior year with much of the work for college already completed. A few housekeeping items before we get started. Each of the counselors will be presenting one or more aspects of the college search and application process. On August 6th, we will be sending you a link of our presentations via your .info accounts, so please keep an eye out for this. You will be able to view each link separately so that you can focus on whatever topic is most relevant to you. We will also post office hours on Friday, August 7th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. so that you can reach out to your counselor with specific questions. These office hours are reserved for students only. So parents, please, if you have questions, we'd be happy to answer them, but please email us, your son or daughter's counselor. My presentation will focus on an overview of the application process, a step-by-step how to complete the Common App, and how to link it to your Naviance account. Mr. D'Angelo will focus on how to use Naviance to do a college search and how to use the scattergrams to do a self-assessment of your chances for admission. Ms. Gonzalez will focus on completing your brag sheet and how to request and keep track of teacher recommendations and transcripts sent to colleges that you have requested. All of this on Naviance. She will also show you places to keep track of college application deadlines, any supplemental essays colleges may require, and more information on the FAFSA. Mrs. Welsh will address standardized testing and special considerations for applying to Rutgers, Mercer County Community College, or the NCAA if you plan to play sports in college. She will also cover how to request transcripts from the guidance department. Included in our presentation, several college representatives will speak to you about their university and admission process. There are some things that you will be responsible for, and some things that the guidance department is responsible for. Generally, I'm going to share a screen here. To apply to colleges, you need to complete applications in one of three ways. Either through the Common App, or if colleges are not part of the Common App, such as Rutgers. Let me say that again, Rutgers is not part of the Common App, so you have to go onto their website and complete their application. Then through college or other individual college websites, or through something called the Coalition application, which is similar to the Common App and required by some colleges. It will also be your job to send your standardized test scores to colleges unless they are test optional, and many of them are because of the pandemic, so please check the website. You will also need to request recommendations from your counselor by completing the brag sheet on Naviance and from 2 teachers. You also need to make a request to us in writing to send transcripts to your particular colleges. Finally, you will complete at least one major essay. This will be reviewed with you by your English teachers in the fall. Your parents and you will also complete the FAFSA, which is the government form, the free application for financial aid, which opens October 1st. We'll have more information about that later. On our side, guidance sends transcripts, teacher and counselor recommendations, and other required forms to your chosen colleges through your Naviance account. Okay, so let's get started. It would be best if you follow this step by step, so please have your laptop or phone available. Open your browser to www.commonapp.org. Also, open another tab to your Naviance account by going to www.student.naviance.com/LTPS and log in to your account. I'll share my screen with you so you can follow along. You have also received the website links in your package that was recently sent home. If you've forgotten your Naviance password, you will need to email your counselor, who will send you a link for you to reset it. I'll wait a minute for all of you to get there, and feel free to start and stop this video if you need time to catch up. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so here's the Common App, commonapp.org. This is your homepage for your Naviance account. So for the Common App, we're going to create an account. But first, I want to let you know that there are close to 900 colleges that are part of the Common App. Rutgers is not part of the Common App, so you're going to have to go to Rutgers' website and fill out their application. If other colleges are not part of the Common App, you go to the individual college website and they will have their own application. Most likely you will be using the Common App because there are over 900 colleges that belong. So we're going to go to create an account. So click on Create an Account in the upper right-hand corner. And you are a first-year student. You're going to enter your email address. It can be either your .info or your Gmail or any other account you have. The most important thing is to be consistent. You have to have minimum 10-character password, and they have to fulfill these upper lowercase number, a special character like the exclamation point or question mark, something like that, and then no spaces. There are a couple important things to remember about the Common App. One is one account. Do not make two accounts because you cannot undo once you submit, and it's going to create chaos and all kinds of mix-up for you. So one account only. The other is put your password in your phone. Don't rely on just saving your password in your Chromebook because you won't always have access to it. And also, you're going to have a lot of passwords to remember for College Board, individual other colleges. So it's always good to put your password in your phone. You're going to type in your name, last name. Anything with, you see here, a red star means it is required. If it doesn't have a red star, it is not required, and there's no penalty for you to not answer it. Enter your phone, date of birth. You're going to add an address. Answer these questions. You're going to start college in 2021. Sorry about that. and review the following. Check off where appropriate, and check the last box where you agree to the terms of use and the privacy policy. And then you create an account. So once you've created the account, it should look like this. So the Common App has, the setup of the Common App has several features that I wanted to point out. There are 5 tabs. Each one is used for a different purpose. There is also the help bar on the right. And as they say, that you're able to do a live chat with them Monday through Friday, 12 to 8. So if you're stuck or you have questions, you can use this feature. Okay, the My Colleges tab gives you lots of information. I've already entered some of these colleges. If you click on any of the college, there's going to be lots and lots of information that you will need. The first one is application deadlines. Those, whether it's going to be early decision, early action, rolling admission, all of these you will need to know what they mean. They'll be discussed in another video. It also describes the application fee, whether essays are required, standardized tests are required, and whether recommendations are required and how many, and essays, whether you will be writing one major essay, and I'll show you where that is on the Common App. And then some colleges also have writing supplements. This college, Albright, does not have writing supplements. So the point is, you need to make sure that each college will have green check marks to let you know before you do the final submission to make sure everything is complete. If you go to the dashboard, it also tells you information about each one of your colleges. This is the Common App tab. We're going to complete portions of it today. There are 7 sections, and your goal is to make sure each one of these, you complete each one and you receive a green check next to it. There is the College Search tab, which we're going to use in a minute. And then the tab that's really underused but has a lot of important information is the financial aid resources. It gives you links to the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid that most of you and your parents will be filling out, and other information about individual colleges, scholarships, etc. So let's go now to the College Search tab. I'd like everyone to use 2 colleges' names and put them in the College Search tab. It doesn't matter if you're not actually going to apply, but for the sake of understanding how the Common App works, I'd like everyone to put in at least 2 colleges. So I'm going to put in here Delphi, and what it does is it auto-populates and brings you to the name of the school, and then you click on the left plus, and you're going to add, if you go to the My College tab, Adelphi is now on your list. So I'd like you to do that. Once you've done that for 2 colleges, if it doesn't show up, either you're spelling it wrong or it's not part of the Common App. Let's go to the Common App itself. As I said, there are 7 sections and you need to get green checks for all of them. So you think 7 sections is not so bad. However, each one of these sections has multiple subsections. So you're going to have to complete all the subsections in order for you to get a green check for the major section. So let's start. Let's fill in the profile section, your name. Suffix just means whether you're a junior or senior. Again, it doesn't have a red, or junior, obviously. It doesn't have a red star, so you don't have to answer it. And I would only answer it if you are a junior and you've used it for other accounts, such as your college board. The sex now has a new feature that if you don't identify either male or female, you can explain your gender identity in this box. There's also put in your date of birth. Excuse me. And oops, sorry about that. Let's go back to profile. And every time you hit continue, it automatically saves. You're going to put in your home address. Again, there should be an auto-populate feature. Complete know whether you have an alternate address. Contact information. You only have to put in one phone number. If you don't have an alternate phone number, you have to say no other telephone. Continue. Religious preferences, or whether you're Hispanic or Latinx, I guess is it now the correct term, but you don't have to answer any of these if you're not comfortable with them because they don't have a red star. What you do have to check is whether you've completed this section to your satisfaction. Continue. Your place of birth, the number of years you've lived in the United States, and there's going to be a number of these questions that you haven't done, that you have to put a 0 in. So the number of years you lived outside the United States, it's a required question. It's a drop-down menu, so you have to put a 0 in. Continue. They'll ask you information about your language, your proficiency, your first language, your citizenship information, and you only need to enter your social security number if you are applying for the FAFSA. And then the last feature in this section is a Common App fee waiver. So they want to make sure, it says our member colleges want to make sure that the application fees do not pose a barrier for any student. So if you feel that your family's income meets one of these criteria, you can request a Common App fee waiver. You simply click on yes, you indicate which one applies to you best, you sign. This is for you to sign, not your parent. And then whether you'd like to receive information for Strive, it's another way to be matched with colleges. And you click continue. Enter information about your household. I'm going to let you do the rest of these, parents and siblings, on your own. And then we're going to go down to education, because that's an important section. So you're going to enter your high school, Lawrence High School. It should auto-populate. I think you can enter it since I've already done it. I think there's a feature you can enter by your CEEB code, which is every high school has a College Board code that is used, and this is ours, 311487. Your date of entry, September, let's see, is it 2017? And whether this is a boarding school. Boarding just means whether you sleep there. Many of you spend a great deal of time at the high school, but none of you sleep there, so it's no. And did you or will you graduate? Yes. The graduation date, June 2021. And if you haven't changed schools, there will be no change in progression. Okay, so this is counselor information. You're going to enter your counselor's first name and last name. So mine is Marjorie Cobin or Alexa Gonzalez or Christian D'Angelo or Doreen Welsh. And then you enter, our job title is school counselor. And the email is first initial, last name @ltps.org. So it's D. Welsh, M. Cobin, A. Gonzalez, or C. D'Angelo. Our phone number is 609-671-5515, and you don't have to worry about the extension. Other secondary schools, that means if you've gone to any other high school, if not, again, here's one of these zeros, you have to enter a 0. College and universities, if any of you are taking the Mercer 101, 102 course coming in September, or if you're taking the Introduction to Psychology or Introduction to Sociology online course, you can indicate that. So that would be, if you're doing all 3, that's 3 courses. You can enter the college name, Mercer County Community College, and then make sure you click on dual enrollment. So they will know you're a high school student taking college courses. And the college, the course dates from September to either December, if it's for half year for the course, or this would be for June 2021. There's no degree earned, and there's more you can enter. Hit continue. The grade section is also important. So your graduating class, as it stands right now, there are 292 of you. We do not rank. The GPA scale is based on a 4.0 or 4. And your cumulative GPA is as of the end of your junior year. You will find it on your transcript that we also included in your package that was sent home to you. Look at the bottom and you will see your cumulative GPA from freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Your GPA is weighted. Continue. And then you can enter the courses yourself, and then future plans, you must choose a career interest. Nobody's going to hold you to it, but you can choose. I think one of them should be undecided. Yes, so you can click on undecided, again with no penalty to you. Continue. You don't have to report the tests for SAT or ACT, but you must send them through, if you are going to send scores and if they are required, you must send them through the College Board or ACT website. You'll enter your activities. You can do this on your own also, since everybody has different kinds of activities. And here are some samples of them. And then the good old writing section. So all of you will, or I would say the vast majority, are going to complete a major essay. This tells you for all the colleges you've listed that you will find on your dashboard, which ones require the personal essay and which ones do not require it. So you are going to choose a maximum 650-word essay, and you're going to choose one of 7 topics. And these are the topics. So you can choose any one of them, including an essay on any topic of your choice. If you don't know a topic, they give you choices. You will then write the essay, rewrite the essay lots and lots of times. You'll give it to your English teacher who will review and edit. And once you feel it is in perfect shape, you can cut and paste into this box. You can use it either from a Google document or from Microsoft Word. You're also going to have to answer information about your disciplinary history. So what they're looking for is really anyone who has been in any way had a discipline history that has resulted in an out-of-school suspension. So if any of you are late and had detentions, which a lot of you have, or if you've had an ISS for a minor infraction, they're not really interested in that. They're interested in a major out-of-school suspension. Okay, so, and the last one under courses and writing and grades, this will list the colleges that are going to require you to list your courses and grades, and those on your list that do not require it. So of all the colleges on my dashboard, none of them require to list the courses and grades. And the courses and grades, they will show up on your transcript, of course, when we send your transcript through Naviance. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is complete. You're going to go to My Colleges again and complete something called the FERPA. It's a weird sounding word, but it stands for Family Education Rights Privacy Act. So what you're going to do is you are going to give Common App permission to send your information, to use your information for one, and 2, to send your information to all the colleges that you've listed on your dashboard. So you click on the first one, and you only have to do this once. So you don't have to do this for all your colleges once. You click on Recommenders and FERPA, that section. And then you are going to complete the release authorization. I've already done this in the past, so you're going to do this now. It won't let me do it again, but you're going to click on all the check boxes and give them all kinds of permission, and then click continue when you've finished. You don't need to invite recommenders, those people who are going to make recommendations for you, because if you scroll down, it says, as you see, your school is using Naviance for transcripts, school reports, teacher recommendations, and also counselor recommendations. They say contact your counselor directly, but we will be providing instructions for how to request transcripts, how to request on Naviance for teachers to write recommendations for you, how to keep track of them, and how to request the recommendations from us. So again, you do not need to invite recommenders. Okay, we are now going to link this with your Naviance account. And the reason you're doing that is so that when you submit your final comment application, and it will link to your Naviance account, which will have your recommendations, your transcript and other forms that we have to complete, and it'll be one electronic file. So that way things won't get lost, they won't be put into the wrong file, electronic file. It's very important you do that. So let's do it now. We're going to go to the Naviance tab, and Mr. D'Angelo is going to be showing you more about all the features. There's lots of tabs here. I believe it's Ms. Gonzalez is going to show you how to complete the brag sheet, which is under the About Me tab. So for now, we're going to the colleges I'm applying to. So you go to the college tab, colleges I'm applying to. And it now has this red bar that says you are going to match your Common App to your Naviance account. So there should be something that says in there a place to put your email, or maybe you have to click on match accounts. I can't do this because this is a dummy account. So click on match accounts if you have to, and then you are going to enter your email that you used for the Common App. So if you used your .info, you use that one. If you used a Gmail or another email, use that one. Make sure your date of birth is correct, and then you will click on, I think it says submit or match accounts. You'll be able to see that. Okay, so that has concluded my portion of the college application bootcamp. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully you will get something from this and the other video presentations that the rest of the colleges are doing, the rest of the counselors are doing for you. So I wish everyone a good summer and take care.